This is DJ, and this video lesson is the first in a series of videos where I will show you some mixed media techniques that you can use to enhance your SoulCollage card making. Now, by the end of this video series, you'll know how to create a SoulCollage card incorporating painting techniques along with collage. These techniques translate into all kinds of art making, so you can do these on your art journal or in your sketchbook as well. The series name of these lessons is called Heart Flame. Our desire and passion fuel our heart flame, and the intention for this project is to create a representation of our heart flame. My inspiration for these lessons came from several sources: Amanda Joy, Ivy Newport, and Golden Products Education. Now, this video will focus on image transfer, and I'll show you how to take an image and transfer this onto cardstock. Old black and white and vintage images printed out from an inkjet or laser printer will work well. You can convert images to black and white at your office supply store and have them make you copies. I've provided a couple images for you to use. These vintage images are easy to find, and you can look for them on the internet, and as long as you're using them for your personal use on your card or your sketchbook, copyright won't be an issue. I'm going to be using an old image of me once upon a time for this project, and I use the SoulCollage cardstock because the size is standardized, and I am making a SoulCollage card deck, and so I want everything to be the same size. Now, if you're working in a sketchbook where the paper is thin, you'll want to gesso or put matte medium on the back of your page to make it sturdier to handle the wetness and the medium. For this transfer process, we're going to use the Liquitex medium. There are many mediums you can use, but for now I will use this because it's what I have on hand. Now, just note, it goes on milky, but it dries clear. So when you purchase your medium, just make sure that you are purchasing medium that will dry clear. So with that, let's get started. So I've made several of these images, and I've cut out a few of them, and I'm going to show a couple different ways to apply these to your card. Now, if you're going to do an image transfer, and there's many ways to do this, you will be adhering to the surface this way, which means your image will be in reverse. So if you want the image to, this is the way this image is originally, if you want to use this technique where you're going to place it upside down and rub the paper away till the image shows through, then you might want to use a reverse image. I'm going to show you both ways how to do this today. I like to use a brush dedicated for matte gel medium, as it has a tendency to be difficult to clean out of a brush. And so I'm just using, it's a rather soft bristle brush here. Certainly if you have older brushes, this is a good application for them. And to start off with, I'm just going to get the gel medium on to the front of her. see, I'm using quite a bit. I use an inkjet printer, so I don't want to be scrubbing things around too much because the ink is a little more fragile. So if you have an inkjet printer, you might want to test this out a little bit. I think the laser printers probably work better for this. So I'm just going to remove her. I'm using a palette paper that you can get at the art store. And you just layer down where you would like her to be. And then gently from the center out, kind of get her down into the card. And then you can use an old charge card and gently from the center out do the same thing. Now you can see some of the ink from my inkjet has come off. That's all right. I'm just going to paint over it anyway. So you want to get all the little bubbles and all the little wrinkles out. They're sneaky. There's excess medium coming off here. Watch your edges. Be very careful around the edges. They're a little more fragile. And then once I'm done with the card, I like to start using a little finger power. And this is burnishing. And we're doing this especially in the face area because we really want to burnish that ink down into the card. And then once you feel that you have her on there pretty well, something you can do as a little pre-start is if you carefully grab an edge This feels cool to the touch. You know that it's dry. Now I thought about starting this over again, but these are pretty typical mistakes, so I just left it in here. And no worries, because we're going to paint over this anyway. So then what we want to do is get a little water. I just put a little water on my fingers. As you can see, the water is helping the paper to come away. Now in the beginning I was hoping I could pull these strips off, but it just wasn't going to work for whatever reason. Now you can see her, right? She's starting to come through. It's kind of fun to see this, I think. Be very careful that you don't go too deep too fast. Right now this is mostly the top layer. By the top layer, I mean this is the kind of the initial layer that comes off. It's the safest layer if you work slowly, because this is where many people make mistakes. They get too impatient and start working too fast or too hard trying to get this part done. But you need to be patient. I got a little tricky one up here. There we go. And you work through this, and then all of a sudden you'll realize there's another layer. So I could speed this up, and I might a little bit, but I also want you to realize the time and the care that you need to slowly bring this image through. You can see she's starting to come through now. It's kind of a dance between using enough water to do the job, but not too much that you make holes. And if you feel you got a little too much water in there, then lighten up. Now, one of the reasons we use image transfer, because of course you could just glue this down, it would be faster, but the effect is a little different. It's more translucent. It's more a part of the card material, and it has a look more like it's kind of melded into the card. And see, using this method, my laser jet, I use this, I'm getting some dark on her, so I'm just using a little bit of a soft, it's one of these Viva paper towels to just kind of wipe the crumbs away so they don't keep depositing more dark. She's starting to come through, but we still have a little more to go. There's still some light showing, some white places showing. So here you need to be very careful and just put just very little water. So I wanted to dry her again because I felt like I wasn't getting things to roll very well. Like everything was just too saturated, and felt this would be better. Now see the difference. See, she made that just the water really shows that she's coming through, and it's getting a lot more delicate. And very light, just brushing it, just brushing very gently, picking up a few stray paper rolls, using them to just very, very gently get into the face here.